So I guess we would call this Sue Surf debut album, NEWARK. It dropped October the 30th, you know what I'm saying? And honestly, I just feel like when he dropped the mixtape and then he didn't drop NEWARK, it just seemed like a bunch of fucking confusion. The only thing that's wrong with Surf as an artist, you know what I mean, is different from battle rap. Yes, he can rap and put words together good, but his content doesn't change. It goes from guns to violence to the streets to memories to bad relationships, and sometimes throwing shots at battle rap or whatever the case may be. And that's basically all you get on this project. Now, I'm not new to surf music, so I won't say it was boring, but it damn near was lackluster. But it had its moments because it's still shit in this project that I feel is very relatable to people that's going through it. No matter if you was in the streets, if you had situations with family, your baby mama, money, your own personal demons. It's all in there wrapped in one. You dig? And so I just feel like if he would have had just stepped out the box a little, this could have been, damn near a great debut album because it sounds just like a mixtape. I mean, the crazy part is it's on iTunes, but yet it's on, mixtape sites. So that shit always confuses me. It's like, is it an album or is it not? You dig? But it is what it is. Excuse me. Got 14 tracks and got a bonus track. As far as features, you got Imani, Styles P, Jadakiss, Lucci Fontaine, Spizzy, Joe Budden, of course, and Manolo Rose on a bonus track. Getting into it, man, I like 11 out of the 15 records. I get it shit a 7 out of 10 at best. Some of the songs had great production. He started off with the intro, Newark intro, basically talking about where you from. Definitely had a solid beat. The lyrics was there. His flow was on point. Going into track 2, which is Long Way From Home, basically reflecting on life, where he came from and where he is now. So I thought that was a good record. And I'm like, okay, 2 for 2. Going into Keep Praying featuring Imani and Styles P. This basically praying for better days, praying things get better. Even in the situation that we in, whether we in the streets, we gang banging, selling drugs, we praying to see a better day. So I kind of can understand that. Going into track 4, which is Her Problems, it's just basically tales and, about different women he knows throughout a dramatic beat, and the ins and outs of, females and their problems. And I thought that was a solid track. Then it goes into Panay Allah Vodka, or however the fuck he said, track 5, basically about streets, drugs, chicks, drinking, over a dark beat. He good at storytelling, but at times it can get a little boring. Then it goes into Loyalty featuring Jadakiss, more street content. He kind of dropped a couple names in there, and Jadaverse was solid. It wasn't the best, it was cool. Going into track 7, I didn't like it at all. It was an interlude featuring Louis V. Gutta, filler track in my personal opinion. Goes into track 8, Flashbacks of the Lick. He kind of sped up his flow on this, but basically just a reminiscent song. Nothing too special. Jazziness to the production. Going into track 9 and 10, I didn't like either one of them. Track 9, Table for Two, featuring Lucci Fontaine, basically about a female. Couldn't get with the production. Track 10, No God, featuring Spizzy. Couldn't get with that. The nigga said, ain't no God, I ain't seen him. I was like, wow, this nigga's a fool. However he want to interpret that, it is what it is. I kind of understand, but then again, I don't. I grew up in the church. Going into track 11, which is Lies, featuring Lucci Fontaine. Another relationship type record, about the good and the bad, the lies each one of them told each other and shit like that. If you've been in a relationship, been through drama, you can understand that. Then it goes into track 12, which is Conversations, featuring Joe Budden. I think this was a track that he already had out for a while. We all heard it. It's like the back and forth, and Surf talking about his life from the perspective of rap, going from battle rap to dealing with his daughter and not being there. And it's just like the mentor, which would be Joe Budden, schooling the youngin'. And I thought that was a fair, good track, even when I first heard it. Going into Call from LA featuring Lucci Fontaine, it got an overall good message, you know what I mean? Basically, a lot of motherfuckers is fake, at the end of the day. I thought that was a good track. And the last track is Grammy Speech, Basically, this nigga was a fool for that shit. The way he would say his thank yous and the terminology he used, the content he used, and the things he spoke about. That's a hell of a Grammy speech, you dig. In the last track, of course, the Burners track, GXO XD featuring Manolo Rose, didn't fuck with it. But overall, man, it was cool to listen to it. You know, that's why I wanted to wait. It just died down when it didn't drop when it was supposed to. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's even a rumor that he's supposed to sign to G Unit Records, which if he does, that's great. I see the potential there, you know, and maybe 50 can help him for us, you know, creative content wise to if you're trying to get on the radio or if you're trying to sell records. But if not, I mean, battle rap or mixtapes is the way to go. Not everybody can be in the mainstream, and I think a lot of these artists, you know, should realize that if you get money from shows or you get money from, you know, going into clubs, you know, party hosting, whatever the case may be, rap ain't for everybody. But I definitely see talent in surf. You just don't want too much time to go by where niggas don't give a fuck no more. You know what I mean? But overall, 7 out of 10. You know, a good effort from Surf, but I definitely was expecting more the way he kept hyping it up. I was expecting, yeah, something totally different. But other than that, it is what it is. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Shout out to the new subscribers. And have y'all noticed the nigga taking my whole style on reviews? Or am I bugging? I think I've seen it, but I don't know if y'all seen it. I thought that was crazy, but yeah, I'm going to leave it alone till next time. All right, y'all. One.